Hello, Africa. Welcome to it as Fut-Afrique presents Game On. Well, as far as The 2023 Total Africa Cup of Nations goes so far. As we've just started match day 2, I think the right phrase to say is the hits just don't stop coming. That's what's happened in Group A. Some results. Firstly, the result that's just happened a moment ago is one worth talking about. Nigeria picking up their first win of this Africa Cup of Nations. Who against? The host nation, Cote d'Ivoire, who started off like a house on fire in their opening day. Earlier on in the day, we had a bit of history made here. Equatorial Guinea, well, they scored the most goals, in fact, along with Guinea-Bissau, in a game so far in this Africa Cup of Nations. 4-2 the scoreline. First time we've had a hat-trick since 2008 when Morocco beat Namibia. Chris, what a day. What an AFCON. We thought match day 1's results raised eyebrows. Well, match day 2 kicks off and they lift the bar.
Nothing is changing in this AFCON. It seems like it is a goal-scoring AFCON. Teams are coming to get results. Nobody wants to be forgotten because they did not score in AFCON. And just to change the perception of AFCON with 24 teams, going to be a watered down, we're going to always see the usual suspects playing football, is not the case. It is a beautiful one. Match day 2, what amazing moment of having the hat-trick. You go to a tournament, the whole tournament, no hat-trick being scored, like you said. The last time, I think you said 2008. Waited all this time for us to get to this point. And when you look at the numbers of players, African players that scored 3 goals, the hat-trick in AFCON, we haven't reached 10 years, not even 9.
In the history of the
tournament. In the history of the tournament.
Since 1957.
So it tells you it is a special moment. So that moment comes from a gentleman, Emilio Su Lopez. He is a Equatorial Guinean, and he is born in Spain. All his youth football played in Spain until under 21. And then he realized, well, it is time for me to go back home and go to motherland. And he came back in Africa. He is a right back, but he has scored 75 goals in his career.
Wow. Oh, it's a goal-scoring machine, I tell you that, man.
Come on.
Nice, Faga.
Oh!
It's Guinea-Bissau that is at the shot.
What's your prediction of score here in this game? I mean, not prediction, the result. Because it seems like you still believe that Guinea they're going to do something.
I think they're having all the good moments since the goal was scored. Nothing crazy to say, guys. But Mali, just had a shot.
Yeah.
From range, yeah. Ronan Williams.
It's a good catch. No, but we saw it coming.
With a good save.
It is
Yeah.
what we say, good practice catch.
Yeah, I like the fact that he held on to it and the handling is good, you know?
And there are goals in this Mali team.
Yeah.
I mean, Nigeria scored 22 goals in the qualifiers. Mali's second with 15.
Yeah.
So you've lost our bet. And,
yeah.
Yes. I'll be expected by alert tonight. EFT. Come on.
Nice, Faga.
Oh!
It's Guinea-Bissau that is at the shot.
What's your prediction of score here in this game? I mean, not prediction, the result. Because it seems like you still believe that Guinea they're going to do something.
I think they're having all the good moments since the goal was scored. Nothing crazy to say, guys. But Mali, just had a shot.
Yeah.
From range, yeah. Ronan Williams.
It's a good catch. No, but we saw it coming.
With a good save.
It is
Yeah.
what we say, good practice catch.
Yeah, I like the fact that he held on to it and the handling is good, you know?
And there are goals in this Mali team.
Yeah.
I mean, Nigeria scored 22 goals in the qualifiers. Mali's second with 15.
Yeah.
So you've lost our bet. And,
yeah.
I'll be expected by alert tonight. EFT. Come on.
Nice, Faga.
Oh!
It's Guinea-Bissau that is at the shot.
What's your prediction of score here in this game? I mean, not prediction, the result. Because it seems like you still believe that Guinea they're going to do something.
I think they're having all the good moments since the goal was scored. Nothing crazy to say, guys. But Mali, just had a shot.
Yeah.
From range, yeah. Ronan Williams.
It's a good catch. No, but we saw it coming.
With a good save.
It is
Yeah.
what we say, good practice catch.
Yeah, I like the fact that he held on to it and the handling is good, you know?
And there are goals in this Mali team.
Yeah.
I mean, Nigeria scored 22 goals in the qualifiers. Mali's second with 15.
Yeah.
So you've lost our bet. And,
yeah.
I'll be expected by alert tonight. EFT. Come on.
Nice, Faga.
Oh!
It's Guinea-Bissau that is at the shot.
What's your prediction of score here in this game? I mean, not prediction, the result. Because it seems like you still believe that Guinea they're going to do something.
I think they're having all the good moments since the goal was scored. Nothing crazy to say, guys. But Mali, just had a shot.
Yeah.
From range, yeah. Ronan Williams.
It's a good catch. No, but we saw it coming.
With a good save.
It is
Yeah.
what we say, good practice catch.
Yeah, I like the fact that he held on to it, and the handling is good, you know?
And their goals in this Mali team.
Yeah.
I mean, Nigeria scored 22 goals in the qualifiers. Mali's second with 15.
Yep.
So you've lost our bet. And,
yeah.
I'll be expected by alert tonight. EFT. Come on.
Nice, Faga.
Oh.
It's Guinea-Bissau that is at the shop.
What's your prediction of score here in this game? I mean, not prediction, the result. Because it seems like you still believe that Guinea they're going to do something.
I think they're having all the good moments since the goal was scored. Nothing crazy. To say, guys, but Mali, just had a shot.
Yeah.
From range, yeah. Ronan Williams.
It's a good catch. No, but we saw it coming.
With a good save.
It is
Yeah.
what we say, good practice catch.
Yeah, I like the fact that he held on to it, and the handling is good, you know?
And their goals in this Mali team.
Yeah.
I mean, Nigeria scored 22 goals in the qualifiers. Mali's second with 15.
Yep.
So you've lost.
AFCON. So AFCON is not a place where you go because I'm Victor will score 5 goals.
Yeah. Now, quickly, save the best for last year for a reason. That's out there in the middle. Nigerian smiling, right? Christopher Bongo towards me. So he, of course,
we have no teams.
We're the professionals.
Football.
Here. You see us, we're not taking sides. We never take sides, but you can tell who's Nigerian. And why he's smiling out in the middle. Out on the far side, what do you mean we're going to have Egypt against Ghana and not find a Ghanaian somewhere in South Africa to come and sit here and suffer?
No, for him, he flew. We called him. No, he flew. He arrived today.
And you can tell he's wearing the traditional Ghanaian kit out there and looking great. Junior, thank you so much for joining us and adding to the color.
Thank you.
And as far as the brothers and sisters who've trained us so far here, big day for you, man.
And I must say, I congratulate my Nigerian brother here. You know, you don't barely get Ghanaians to congratulate you, but today you deserve it. You know, well done.
There's always a rivalry, but good man,
Football.
you know.
Good man.
Football unites people.
Yeah. This is special moment. You don't see this.
I mean, I can't promise I will be as nice if Ghana lose, you know. But yeah, thank you. I accept that.
Now, in the interest of time, we have to talk about what's coming up. Two successful nations in history. But history means nothing today.
Yeah.
The most recent history is what matters, and that's what happens in match day 1. That's all that matters right now. Egypt draw. Come from behind to draw against Mozambique. Well, for Ghana,
They're sitting at the bottom.
The first bottom of the group,
Yeah.
first shot defeat of the tournament. How important is it, first, for Ghana to put their best foot forward today?
Yeah.
Before you answer that question, what do you think of this Ghanaian squad and the lineup that's been put forward?
First of all, I believe the Ghana team, we don't have a coach. We have a youth leader.
A youth leader?
Yes, a leader who's leading the youth onto
A
the
PE
pitch.
teacher.
You know, he is not, I wouldn't call that a coach. I wouldn't call, because if you look at soccer, he's getting the fundamentals wrong. He's getting the fundamentals wrong.
How so?
Because, like, look at the defense you're playing. And you're playing against Cape Verde, a team that is not known to be so offensive. And you are defending with all your might. What would you do against Egypt then? Are you going to call the president and the military to come and play for Ghana or what? Because
Where are we sitting here? Is Ghana lost already this game?
Yeah, it hasn't been played yet.
I saw the lineup and it's pathetic. You know,
Wow.
there's a difference. There's a difference being patriotic
Yeah.
and being honest.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, and if I'm to be patriotic and honest right now, we are going to lose this game.
All right. On that note, let's quickly go through this lineup.
Yes.
That's got you so bothered.
Yes.
Between the sticks,
Yeah.
Ofori.
Ofori.
What do you think
that
of
has
him?
not been imposed for 8 months in South Africa. Not in Europe, not in Champions League, not in Premier League, in PSL.
Don't say it like PSL is a lowly league now.
But compared to the level that we are playing in AFCON right now,
Who's supposed to be there?
South Africa could not even,
Come up with a win.
Yes.
I said you did, Namibia did.
Wait.
Most of them, a lot of them players play in South Africa.
Who's supposed to be the keeper for you, goalkeeper for you?
For me, Walcott is better. Walcott is better.
Wow.
It's a better alternative because he's active. As a keeper, all you have are your instincts.
Yeah.
You understand? How you need to jump, how you need to come out and fight for the ball. And he's not been in post for 8 months.
Wow.
How do you choose such a keeper as your first? Because it doesn't work like no.
Let me go through your favorite department.
Yes.
Defense. I'm not much in this. Mensah on left back.
Yes.
Salisu
Yes.
in the heart of defense. Chiku in the heart of defense. And
Odoi.
Odoi
Yes.
out in the right back position. I know you practice defense. You must practice defense.
In Ghana, right, there's a popular phrase.
Yeah.
Okay. When we say Ayeka,
Ayeka.
it means all hope is gone.
Oh, yeah.
It means all Ayeka.
Even before ball is kicked, Ayeka.
I thought
No.
Nigeria was West. Ghana is there. Okay, move on.
Let's move on to the midfield.
Defense is
And let me
Ayeka.
give you one reason.
Yeah?
Let me give you one reason.
Yes.
So, Dennis Odoi, he played the right back for us during the Cape Verde game.
Yes.
And that was the leaking part of our defense. The whole country complained. Even the blind in the country knew that this guy needs to go.
In Ghana, even the blind to
Even
watch
the
football.
blind, they can hear the commentary.
Oh, okay.
And the whole country, everybody was saying, this guy is too slow for such an offensive, you know. And he's playing the same guy. Salisu has not played for the past, I don't know, he was injured. He's not played also for almost a year. And now he's a center. Like,
But isn't it a boost that Mohamed Kudus?
Let's see if we can find the department you like.
That's not
The
Ayeka.
three in midfield. Samed, Kudus, and Ashmel.
Kudus, Ashmero, yes. Kudus, Ashmero, there's a little bit of hope there, but then one man can't build a team. You see, so Kudus, yes, Kudus, but everybody else.
But do you want
away.
Kudu to play deeper, or you want him to play just behind the
Just
three
behind the
players?
strikers.
That's what he
Okay.
is.
Yes, that's,
That's what he
Yeah.
does for West
That's what
Ham.
he does, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
All right, all right. So
By the way,
midfield's
West Ham got a bad defeat for not having Kudu.
yeah, exactly.
You see.
It's just African players.
You know what I mean? So they're having an impact, or their absences is glaring. Up front,
Up front.
are you Williams and Semenyo? That's left to
Semenyo.
right.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm not a fan of Ayu. Ayu seems to also not understand the basic of attacking or offensive football. The reason why I said that is if you watch the previous game, when we get the ball and we want to move forward, Ayu is striking, he is fighting for a free kick, a foul. And we don't need that. You have a striker who is alone with the defender, pass him the ball. We don't need a foul then. Why are you waiting for it to be fouled before? We don't need that. We just need a goal.
Yeah.
And he comes from saying that I'm the most fouled player in the game. Like, what must we do now? Give your standing ovation.
That means something.
No!
Bothering your position.
Not when your team is losing.
That means bothering your position to a point where they have to foul him. As a commentator,
Yeah.
right? I'll just point this out quickly. We've said many times as commentators, Chris is the most fouled man in the game today, meaning Chris is problematic.
Yes.
But you would be absolutely right if we get a goal for every 10th foul. We don't.
So you're saying fouls must equate to?
If that was the case, then we would be very proud of him.
Yeah?
But it's not. We are not converting it into goals. So why are we wasting the time? We are behind. We are losing. We barely get an offensive attack. And when we do, we are waiting for a foul.
At this point, we're running the risk of having you have hypertension here.
Yeah, I
On
think
this
so.
side. Yeah, you can feel it.
Where's the water? I think the water.
It's a fish bottle.
Yeah, this is your water, my brother.
Thank you, because we got I need
Now-
this.
No, you need it.
We'll give you a chance to calm down a bit and we'll run through the Egyptian squad quickly because clearly you're getting worked up at just the starting lineup. Opponent hasn't been kicked. They're not even on the field
We
this yet.
still have 12 minutes before
They're
the
not even on
kickoff.
the field.
What's that word you taught us?
Ayeka.
Ayeka.
Means hope. What does it
Hope
mean
is
again?
gone.
All hope is gone.
All hope is gone.
Hopeless.
Not just not just hope. Not just hope. All hope.
All hope.
Not some.
Not
Now,
some.
quickly, the Egyptian starting 11, gents. El Shawani between the sticks. Left back, Hamdi. Abdel Monem in central defense. Hegazi central defense. Right back is Kamal. Fatih in the midfield alongside El Neni and Ashur El Neni, bringing plenty of experience there.
Yeah.
And then they've got Mamouche as a forward on the left. Mustafa in the central areas. And no points for guessing who's out wide on the right. Absolutely no points.
But
for
in the
guessing.
first
But
game-
it's no Salah, in case you are wondering.
The first game, what they played, Salah did not play wide. He played central.
Yeah.
And he played almost as a playmaker.
Yeah.
Now he's playing his position because they need goals.
Yeah. When all is lost,
important.
when all hope is lost, you revert back to what you
Exactly.
know.
So the danger about this side of Salah and Kamal, Kamal does a lot of overlapping. That's how you see El Ali playing. They play with a lot of overlapping. In that position, we go back to Ghana's story of Ayu.
Yeah.
That is the area where Ayu is playing. He has to come back to help Mesa in the back. Because if you don't do that, even a mighty Arsenal, you leave Salah one-on-one with a defender, you know it is a goal.
Yeah.
So, so you'll need Ayu to do a lot of work coming back and the supporting his teammate, because Kamal will make that overlap and getting the chance where Salah will be having that. In the middle of the park, Al Neni will sit. He doesn't have to go forward. He'll sit. But if you watch once again how he played in England, he often received the ball 10. So he plays a pivot.
Yeah.
And you are playing a pivot around Fatih, who plays for Pyramid, making those running left-hand side. Listen, I'm not saying this. Once again, what is the word?
Ayeka.
I don't think it is Ayeka. I think this is going to be a tough game for both. One reason, all North African teams, when they play against subcontinent or sub-Saharan African team, they don't start with first, second, third gear.
Yeah.
They often stop in second and first gear to see where it's going. They don't win the first half. But the second half, when they start moving the ball around. By that time, you need Ghana to be a goal up. Because if they are not a goal up, I think Ghana will have 2 games played, 0 points, and they will see Cameroon 2021 being repeated.
Yes, and you know what? I've always said it. A player everyone has to look out for is Mustafa Mohamed.
Yeah, Mohamed.
Up front, clinical striker. I've seen him play for Nantes. The 26-year-old is on fire. Very sharp. Yeah. And the way he's described their defense, it will be a Yeka if they give him any space tonight. Very good striker.
And one thing that you see with North Africans, there is no spectacular playing in their football, except the Algerian. The Algerian, they're a little bit flashy. But when you watch Morocco play, you watch Egypt play, even the first game, the game that they scored at the last minute, when they start pushing those passes, forward passes, it meets their players. Huh? They make those blind runs because you had here 4 players coming from El Ali, top teams in the continent. They play week out, week in with top teams. So I'm seeing this Ghanaian team, they've got one chance to win this game. One, if they do have one chance to win this game, is to play as a solid hyenas in chunk, in the group. They have to fight every ball.
I have to ask you, Junior, and this is an important question. Yes, you've had lots of criticism towards the starting lineup, lots of criticism towards what we've seen from Ghana thus far. You sound like you could be related to the fan that went to the team hotel and jumped the coach and accosted the coach. You guys could be related. You know what I mean? But importantly, there have to be some positives. It can't all be negative.
Exactly.
Do you see any positives?
With the Inaki, leading our striking force, Inaki leading our striking force, there's a little bit of hope. But again, you made a very valid point that if Ghana needs to win this game, we need to win in the first half. But look at our background. For the past 10 AFCONs, we've not scored a goal in the first half. That's how miserable it
That's
is.
deep. That's deep.
But
you're highlighting it another negative when I ask for a positive.
Yes. No, but
give me a positive. Give me one.
No, get positive. Yeah, we need a positive.
The experience that we gained from it.
What, of losing?
Yes, from it. Because
I'm just asking.
I mean, ahead of this game.
Who told you
because we have more than 10 players. This is their first call-up in the national team.
Yeah.
So maybe something that they can build on for upcoming tournaments. But otherwise,
but what I'm trying
coming out the tunnel.
Okay.
I'm going to pass the same question down to you two gentlemen. Ade,
yes.
If you were to look at your brothers from across the way here, your neighbors, and have to find me a positive, can you find a positive within the squad?
Okay. Chris knows how I feel about Mohamed Kudus. He's a walking positive right there. But what I wanted to say to him was, before Nigeria played Ivory Coast today, they'd never beaten Ivory Coast in Ivory Coast.
Yeah.
Football, history could change just like that in one game. This could be, the start of something new with this Ghanaian team today. You never know.
There's a bit of hope. Nice.
That's the hope I'm giving.
Listen,
Chris,
the hope. For me, hope.
The Ghanaians watching.
For me, hope here is the number of years experience of these players, not only for their national team, but in general in football. You're having a 32-year-old playing, you have the 26-year-old playing, you have the 29-year-old playing. That for me tells you something. Those are men are playing. They're not boys who are going there to try to create their names. You look at a player like Ayu, he does not need the next contract. He's getting to the end. He's going to go somewhere in Saudi Arabia, he's going to make good money. He's a good player from that level. You look Williams, you look at his age.
Yeah.
No, what I'm saying is when young players, you want to make your name.
Yes.
I think now this Ghanaian team is a legacy project.
Yes.
It's not a golden generation, not anymore. It's not a youth generation, no. It is now a legacy project. What did we do? So their legacy is very easy. Last AFCON, they did not make a knockout stage. So the moment you make the knockout stage, it is already a positive. So you have a very low bar for you to jump, so it becomes easier.
So would I be right in interpreting what you guys are saying And this hurts
They're underdog.
Firstly, they're underdogs.
Yes,
The
that's what we're saying.
The national anthems are currently on. But this is an important point to make. Are we then saying the last real class that really meant something for Ghana was the class with Stephen Appiah, Michael Essien, that class, both Junior Koko, and Baby Jets, and the rest of that group. And since then, Ghana hasn't really lived up to that class. And that class came close, but didn't necessarily.
No. But listen, making the semi-final of that AFCON, which you and I were in Accra, watching in front of the president. The president came to the semi-final game. 2008. When we saw Stephen Appiah walking with one leg and playing the whole 90 minutes. When we saw Michael Essien in the middle of the park dominating what it was. When we saw Kofu sitting in the grass because he could not be in the team. That was the last one we saw. We hope to see Ghana in 2010 when they went to Angola. Everybody hoped. It was a young team and they were vibrant. Everybody was young. I think they made it to the final.
No, we were fourth. In 2013, that's when we made it to the final.
2010, before the World Cup here.
No,
for
2013 Nigeria.
No, that is 2013. Nigeria won. Come on, we know you're gonna go. But from Angola, Ghana came here and they become an African team that was almost in the verge to go to the semi-final if that penalty was converted. So that night, Ghana disappointed a lot of Africans.
I ask you this to go back a few years from 2010. If you remember, that same generation was a lot of that generation, young though, very young. Stephen Appiah was still playing, qualified you for your first World Cup in 2006. By 2010, they were mature, they were men now, they had made names of themselves all across the world. Is there any way we could say maybe this current generation is in the making of that generation at a younger...
Certainly individuals qualified to be called that. But not
how many of those?
Kudus can be...
Yes.
Our defender Amate, who plays for Leicester, can also be put into that category. John Pencil, our best winger from the previous game, could be put into that. Jiku, our defender,
has the potential.
Inaki Williams is yet to mature, so we are yet to see what he's capable of.
Yeah.
But Jordan Ayew is a pensioner, so we don't even call him to be part of that. But these few individuals.
I always wanted to ask this question. I knew long ago, South Africa was so great in creating goalkeepers, but one country that created always great goalkeeper is Egypt.
Yes.
El Shanawi.
El Hadi, one of the best I've seen in my lifetime.
And that's another goalkeeper.
Yes.
Shiwan is you look at him and you see you need to beat him well. And I'm looking at this Ghana attack. We have a game now.
Don't you
I'm
think
hoping for
Andre...
goals here.
No. This AFCON guarantee goals, my friend.
I'm talking.
No, somebody's gonna go home tonight, or we're gonna see a fireplace here today. But I still have belief. I'm not like my dear friend.
I wouldn't dare rule them out just yet.
No, you can't.
Not just yet. This game's gonna have to take place, and Egypt are gonna have to earn their place.
Why must we always need a calculator when Ghana comes back on?
Not only you. Don't go to calculator. You see, we don't have a calculator yet. When you go to match 3, we're gonna have a calculator.
I'm telling you.
Let's keep in mind here, gents.
Yeah.
We've got an extended number of teams for the AFCON of late. 4 third-place teams are going.
They're gonna go through.
Are we not losing hope too early?
Look at the teams that have played.
Chances are there.
Mozambique played very well.
Yeah.
They almost kicked out Egypt in that game.
Yeah.
Egypt is on fire now because they won the Lion. A couple of them have already scored us. So unless there's a referee that we are playing against, that's our only chance of winning. But besides that, there's no.
Nah, I can give my prediction in this game.
Okay.
Oh, you willing to?
No, yes.
All right, let's go for it. The game's about to get underway.
Okay. A draw or Ghana win?
Ade?
Wow. For me, Egypt win 2-1.
You actually given them the couple already anyway.
Yeah.
A draw.
A draw. there's a little bit of hope. There's a little bit of that. That's all I've been looking for. It sounded like all was lost. What was the term again?
Ayeka.
Ayeka. So it's not quite Ayekas yet. If you are just joining us, thank you so much for taking the time to join us here on Fut-Afrique, presenting gaming, of course, on this watch along. A huge game. Two huge nations in Egypt and Ghana. Let's talk coaches. Let's talk pressure. We know back home for Chris Hughton, the pressure is immense right now. Do Ghanaians believe in him? Did Ghanaians believe in him coming into this AFCON?
I think we were tricked. We were tricked.
Junior wants his money back.
We were tricked.
By whom?
So now there's a whole context to Chris Hughton coming to the Ghana, to be the coach of Ghana.
Mm-hmm.
So he used to be the technical director, and the president vouched for him. That he's the coach from the EPL, from the from the Premier League.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we just had EPL and we started jubilating. He was the coach for Norwich, okay, and his win was 26%. So he could only win 1 out of every 4 games. We didn't get that information. We only heard that he was a coach in the EPL. So wow, you know. So now that he's losing consecutively, now we go into his background and we find out that he's not a miracle worker.
Yeah.
You know, he's your basic coach.
Yeah.
So now people and we are seeing the fundamentals.
Wait, you started going to his background after
the fact.
Yes, because
After the results, not even after they employed him.
Do you remember? Do you remember our 8 weeks in Ghana?
Mm-hmm.
We did not see any Ghanaian team jersey in the market. All we saw it was English Premier League
Yes.
stuff.
Yes.
So when you have a English coach coming to be your national team coach, savior. But my question now is, why you did not want Desai to be your coach?
I think I may not be factually correct, but there was his allegiance to France, and there was a whole lot of hula baloo with Desai coming to be the coach of Ghana.
Yeah.
Because he didn't play for Ghana.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did he play for Ghana? The current coach.
But he didn't play for the UK as well.
But did he play for Ghana?
No, he didn't. But at least he didn't play. He's neutral.
Oh, you didn't hurt your feelings.
He didn't have
But
some feelings.
guys, your competition is not against France. Your competition is against South Africa, against Nigeria,
But
against.
that also means that if France wants him and Ghana wants him, he will go for France.
No, but
See, so it's the same.
he
analogy
wanted
that
to
we apply.
coach you. Desai wanted to coach
He
you,
wanted to, but then if France have called him,
but they did not.
that's why we are not the second. We are not second best. We are not second.
But in this case, my friend, you are third best, huh?
Wow. So, came underway here. If you're just joining us, might be 3 minutes in. Nothing major is just happening just yet. These are two sides feeling each other out. If you are just joining us, yes, Mo Salah is starting as Egypt and Ghana look to get the action underway. Jordan, you also amongst those that's in the starting lineup, and feel how you may about him. He is amongst the most senior players in this team. Let's talk about his influence. I need positives here from a Ghana point of view.
No, me, I have a lot of positive. I said that Ghana would win this game. The worst can happen to Ghana in this game is to draw it. I believe they've got more energy than the Egyptians.
Mm-hmm.
They are playing in below Sahara, so the condition is not as bad for them as it should be for the Egyptian. Control the game. That's what Egypt will do. They will control the pace of the game. Ghana need to dictate the game. They need to make Egypt to defend, and they chase the game. You hear when people watch football, they will tell you the first goal is important.
Yeah.
Here in Cote d'Ivoire, the reason the first goal is important is because we are playing against the first goal and the humidity. And that's what we are playing against. So the condition is so bad that you don't want to chase the game.
Yeah, I mean, Egypt, the last time they went without recording a win in their first 2 games of an AFCON was 1992. So it's been a long time that.
Beautiful drive from Ghana. They are playing with purpose. It's just a question now of offside.
There we go.
Offside.
Bit of a
That
positive.
offside? Oh, that was
just
offside.
But the positive. Great goalkeeping, by the way.
I don't know if he passed the ball or he lost the ball. I think
He didn't play the ball.
Because at this moment, hold your pass. Don't pass it. Hold it. Or change direction. Because all the defenders are waiting for you to come here. You change direction, you go to the right-hand side, and you can have an open one-on-one with the
Now,
goalkeeper.
what was glaring in that attack was the speed,
move.
athleticism of the Ghanaians. There was just two of them in that attack against 4 defenders, but still they were causing problems. And that's a positive for the Ghanaians winning. They're looking.
They need to win the man-to-man.
But have you witnessed something? You know, I made a point about our right back before the game. So for the game has only been played for 5 minutes now, and if you check most parts of the game, the ball has been on our right side because the Egyptians know that our right back has got a loophole.
I think the reason they're saying it, they know Ayu, Jordan won't come back. That they know, number one. Number two, there won't be a situation where we're going to have 2 against 1, very slow from Ghana. That is very poor play. You cannot play football and waiting for the...
The midfield battle sees them rushing each other. They're getting stuck in. Pace of the game is also quite nice here in these early stages.
But I think Ghana just have too much energy. If you see the way they are running,
Pumped up.
like they're pumped up. Yeah, that's the term.
But we have no strategy. People are running all over the pitch. We have no strategy. We have no clearly defined strategy. What is our strategy?
You don't
The strategy could be
Run over the pitch?
yes, start with pressure. My problem is the gentleman that we're saying, Ayu. Once they beat him, he won't come back to defend. And then you cannot let Egypt right-hand side to isolate your player. Salah is going to kill him.
Look at how far deep and then he's playing. Almost making it 5 at the back.
They can't even take the ball forward. They can't because there's no. Oh man.
But my friend, you are
Sometimes you have to go backwards to go forwards.
but you are playing
I'm
against
even
a team that is
seeing the
organized.
You don't
intensity.
keep on going backwards.
No,
Yes.
if the opposition is well organized.
You cannot have 2 defenders passing a ball among themselves for more than 2 times.
No, it can be. No, you can.
You can't.
When you do that, what's happened is you
Join
have
them out.
what we call third man running. A good team, when that is happening, somebody's making a run somewhere else.
But it also shows that you don't have options.
No, you create the option.
See,
So there are 3 different passes.
pass it there.
There are 3 different passes, Junior.
You see, now they go back again.
Yes. There are 3 different type of passes I'm trying to explain. What you saw there is what we call positional passing. You need to keep position so that you can get yourself in different area. The second passes, it is attacking offensive passes. And the third one is when you are recuperating the ball. So in that situation is they just want to keep the ball. And the first 5 minutes of the game or first 10 minutes of the ball, you need to feel the ball as well. You need to pass the ball so that you can feel it.
And most importantly, Junior, I think
Junior's gonna jump if Ghana scores,
we make the mistake when we're watching. Let's say you're Ghanaian now. So all you're watching is the white shirts and where the ball is going. You must also consider when they've got the ball, your guys, just look at Egypt. Look at how they line up in lines of almost 5-4-1. You know?
Oh.
You see the right back.
Oh.
The same thing.
No, it's not about a right back. That is just Ghana from the beginning. They are very sloppy.
Oh.
So when Ghana 2 have the ball, Junior, look at the Egyptians and how they're denying you from playing between the lines to go forward. Because you can't play through people.
Give them credit.
So you have to open them up.
See how
So
they-
give them the respect for how they're lining
Hey,
up to make it difficult for
Mohammed.
you to go forward.
I hate to do this, but see how Nigeria played.
Why do you hate to do this?
Is
You
Nigeria
love
now
to
your
do this.
example?
I'm
I
praising
never
you.
thought I'd see the day. You know?
Ghana praising
I
Nigeria.
never thought I'd see the day, but yeah.
I'm praising you, but we didn't need an interpreter to see Nigeria is playing well. We didn't need anybody to break down the technicality behind how Nigeria is playing. We could see for ourselves. But when it comes to a situation where somebody needs to break down our gameplay for us, the fans, to even understand what's going on, there's a problem.
You know what Junior's making me think of? You know, their coach was attacked at the
Yeah.
same hotel. Junior.
It's Junior's cousin, I'm telling you. That was Junior's cousin.
Or was it Junior himself?
But you see what I like from Junior is the passion
Yeah.
That's right.
Can't
of
deny it.
as a football fan of his country, regardless of what is happening.
Oh, look at the sea of Ghanaians there.
The only thing you need is a win.
Let me tell you,
I tell you,
What are they singing there now?
4,000
What are they
Ghanaians,
singing now?
They're just praising God, hoping for a miracle.
Poor
I'll tell
guys.
you something. There's nothing more beautiful in the world then that red, the yellow, and the
And the
green
star.
with that black star. For me, there's nothing more beautiful. Oof.
You still remember how much
Yeah, remember when we
we
were in
used to,
Ghana?
we ran to look for
For
one
the jerseys,
because
man.
there's only one left.
And how even they're so patriotic, the houses are painted in the
The
in
symbolism
the colours and so on.
in that flag, right, Junior?
Yeah.
Would you explain like what the red is?
So
Is
the
it
red is for the blood of our forefathers who fought for our independence. The gold like signifies the gold that we have, which plays a very important role in our economy.
Wow.
And then the green is for the forestry, because timber, cocoa,
Remember, went to the waterfall and
and
so on.
the star is gonna be the epitome of African independence, African democracy.
Oh
so
wow.
that's why
So is that why the team is called Black Stars?
Yes.
Oh wow. Okay, interesting.
Great question, by the way.
I was about to make a
Lovely.
point. So I have a friend who is an immigration officer, and according to him, today, over 4,000 Ghanaians crossed the border from Ghana to Ivory Coast to go watch the game.
Yeah.
So you can imagine what will happen there if Ghana doesn't win this game.
Okay, can we just say that?
One thing we know, and I think we can say this for sure, those 4,000 Ghanaians didn't cross the border thinking we are going to go lose.
No.
They crossed the border saying we're
To
going to go,
celebrate.
celebrate one and give them hope, give the players hope, give them support too. So we have to, we don't have to, you have to have a bit of hope in this
you know,
case
there is
for
something-
the
there-
Ghanaian cause.
There is something magical about African Cup of Nations. It is an amazing tournament. Just the participation, in this tournament. It's something.
It is.
And amazing about this tournament, there is no team that is new. Every
That's true.
single team in this AFCON
That's
has
true.
been there before.
But Chris, I was going to ask you. You know, Egypt in the AFCONs historically they've performed well.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
you know,
I don't count the first three.
okay.
They were only
2008. Okay, see,
I promise you.
It was just one game final.
Egypt-
Well, they were still there. They still had the competition. They still
No, we
won
gave it to them 7.
Yeah, let's give it to them.
Yeah.
So Egypt won the AFCON 2008, 2009, 2010, 3 consecutive wins.
Yeah.
But they get to the world stage and they just
Now, can we just stay in the continent? at the
another
moment?
thing. No, I just want to say
Also, look, when it comes to this
great
continent, they are
move.
rulers of this continent. Now, Ghana, that was a good defensive play, but
No,
also,
no, he missed it himself.
He left the ball
They,
behind.
they are too pumped up.
guys, that was a,
They did not touch him.
He ran and left the ball
He,
behind.
he left the ball behind. But Ghana, I think their tactical ability of individual players might just open something
That's
here.
what I'm saying. What
No,
the
it will.
individual, the athleticism might be enough. That might be the edge you need here.
By the way, the story of 2000s for Egypt to win 3 AFCON back-to-back, 3
back to
times.
back, yeah.
People don't remember what happened. We come from Tunisia. The tournament before 2006.
This was Tunisia, yeah, 2004.
2004. Egypt got knocked out in the first round. The whole Egyptian FA resigned.
Also,
Oh wow.
The whole.
Also, when we got to Egypt a week before the tournament, did anyone in Egypt think they were
No,
going to
they
win
did not believe it.
Yeah.
Number one, they did not believe in the coach, Salah, at that time. Number two, they did not believe that the brother, the legend, the name just ran away.
Wilson Hassan.
Abu Trika?
No, Hassan Hassan. They did not believe Hassan Hassan still have it to play. Remember, it was his last
yes,
AFCON.
yes,
They did
yes.
not want him to be in the team.
Oh, wow. And it was a
But
dangerous
Egypt
strike.
just went day by day, game by game, and because of the people coming to the stadium more and more, they found themselves in the final against the mighty Côte d'Ivoire. That Côte d'Ivoire team was a mighty Côte d'Ivoire
What
team.
I was trying to ask you earlier was that is this Egyptian side, I mean, do you think Egypt is overrated as,
No.
as a football
No.
powerhouse?
No.
Yes. No to your first question, and yes to your second question, which is Egypt a football powerhouse on the continent?
Yes, it is.
Yes, no doubt. They've got the
Overrated,
team.
no.
They've got the club team of the century. Comes from Egypt. They've got the most AFCON wins. Egypt. They rule the African continent.
Why
right
do
now.
you shoot there?
Did you see that?
You have 4-player line up, you get yourself in the edge of the area, pass the ball.
And they go back.
No, that was a mistake. He
That
didn't
was
even
a
go back.
mistake.
So let's remember, no African country has won a World Cup. So we can't judge ourselves on something we haven't done. So we judge you on what you've done here on this continent.
Yeah.
And Egypt, based on the numbers,
Because
are the team. The top team.
did they
are
qualify for the
national team.
2010
Not all the best
World Cup?
Not all the best world team won the World Cup.
There you go.
True.
Yeah. So
But I'm saying coming
to this AFCON.
coming at the back of 3 consecutive AFCON wins.
Yes.
Yeah.
2010, did
With a mostly local squad.
they compete?
They
No,
did
no,
that
no.
against the Stars of Cote d'Ivoire, the Stars of Nigeria, the Stars of everybody else who has stars overseas, including Ghana, with mostly local players.
Local players.
And
You have to
another thing
respect
that,
that.
another thing that happened in Egypt, it was the
Political.
what we did call it again, the youth uprisal, which we call
that hurt them. Arab Spring. Yeah.
It hurt them big time because they went for 4 years without having a proper competition.
Wow.
What helped them, it was Arab competition because they were still playing there, but they didn't have a league.
This is what I've noticed. The Egyptian defense is not that strong. That if we have a very good attacking pair, we will easily be able to penetrate.
I like the way you say easily.
Easily.
Yeah, like
We can easily penetrate. Many
Also-
teams in Africa try.
Oh, that's a bad.
you know,
That's a yellow
For an
card.
experienced player to
It
do
is.
this.
I
That's
think
a
it is.
yellow card.
he's competing, guys.
Did he
He's trying
get-
to. He's trying to win the ball high up the field. He's working hard. We were saying a moment ago how Jordan doesn't chase back. Jordan doesn't get involved defensively. He gets involved then in giving away a set piece, defending from the front. And you
And
criticize
Andre?
that too.
You
Do
don't
you want him
to
to
get
not
a
be
yellow card.
involved or do you want him to be
that's
involved?
Defend without getting a yellow card. Then you're
Easier,
helping us,
easier said than done, my friend. Now, quickly, another thing we have to note here, guys. Opening 17 minutes? Would I be right in saying Ghana has spent more time in the Egyptian half? Yes, they haven't done anything major just yet than Egypt has in the Ghanaian half towards the final third.
We have seen it before. Mali, South Africa.
Hey, we're looking for positive. Oh, Mali, South Africa. Wow. Low blow. That's a low blow.
No, I'm
That's-
saying that
that's a low-
we have seen this movie before.
Yeah, well, you huff and puff and you don't put it out.
Spending time in the opposition half,
Yeah.
you have to get a goal. You have to show up.
Yeah,
If you have nothing to show up, you're gonna get this
That
kind of
return.
situation. What
That
a turn!
return.
You cannot get turned like this in the middle of the park. Once you get turned in the middle of the park, you expose your defense.
Oh, they're looking for.
Ref.
Ref, come
He
on!
was right
What?
there.
I think he's a Ghanaian.
Woo!
Now, Jordan.
Now he's gonna lose it.
He's going to fall down and get a foul.
He got a
The
What's
most,
the foul?
But it is
the
a way
most
to
foul
play.
player.
The most foul
No,
player
no,
in
no,
the
My friend, he was
this-
alone. He was
This
isolated.
makes sense.
So you know
This
what?
I agree with him.
Yeah,
This I
what
agree
you
with him.
do?
Yeah.
You have to go in front of the ball. If you get touched, you go down.
No, this I agree
That's
with him.
experience.
That's how a team called Nigeria got a penalty.
Yes.
You
Yes.
go in front of the ball, you put your leg, they touch you, you're down. No, you got a penalty the player.
Yes, definitely.
So, listen, at the moment, Ghana does not look like the out of pass because for me, Egypt is still in gear one.
That's
The
true.
energy is still conserved. They're not worrying about many things. They are checking you out. They know where you're going to get the ball. Look at where Adnan is.
Yeah, there's almost 5 at the back.
No,
I
they're
was saying
five,
he's so
not
far
only-
back.
And look at, you see, I told you about
That
Adnan.
forward pass.
His forward
Oh
passes
my
is.
goodness.
He get trained properly, man.
He's got the eye for the pass, man.
Look at, he's waiting for it.
Oh, space
he's
far
asking for
side,
it.
far side.
That's a lost ball, but what Adnan wanted it was give the ball here. They're going to play it back. They will circle the ball.
Oh, wow.
They know our right back is
Aye.
They know our right
Oh,
back.
wow. It's not.
Lucky.
They know there's a loophole
Foul.
there. They know, so they will continue using that right back.
Careful.
Wow, Mohamed
Careful.
Salah and the referee are having a go at one another.
Remember,
And he's not backing down, Salah.
no,
Yeah?
remember in 2021,
Yeah.
in Cameroon, the referee said, it was a South African referee, I think Demon.
Yeah?
He said, should I give you the...
The card.
No, the whistle.
The
to
whistle,
ref?
yeah.
It
Yeah,
was
oh,
Mo
yeah,
Salah.
because, yeah,
he
saying
said,
so much.
You want this?
He felt there should have been a penalty there.
But
But in fact, yeah, player fell on the ball. Saying, I'm the ref. You
And,
chill.
you
Yeah.
chill. You're a star, but you chill.
you know, I wanted to ask you about Andrea. What does he bring to the? What? He's left. Is it something I said? Isn't it Spike?
Men down, men down. You said the wrong name. You should not say. I love.
Come back, is it something I said?
He's not come back. He's
He'll
not
be
come
back. He
back.
needs a moment.
He
He
need a moment.
to get it together.
Okay.
No, but ask the question. I still want to hear this
Yeah.
question. Maybe we
No,
could answer
what
it for you.
Andre Ayew brings in the team?
Experience?
No.
Leadership?
I'm talking about if it's really needed in the squad
We don't-
because they could have
So,
younger talent
No,
that could
here's the
improve
question
the
was
team.
always we're guilty sometimes of asking that question without considering who do you have to replace him with the same experience, same know-how. Do you know what I mean?
So in a game like this, should Andrea you
there are two things.
have started?
There are two things that. There are two
You
things
would
that-
start Andrea.
Senior player, yes.
anytime. You know, there are two things that I often say to people when they ask me a question, why so and so? I say, number one, you did not see a training session. Number two, you did not spend time in their change room. There are certain players that a national team coach calls in a tournament like this, not because they are the best in that position, not because they are extra in that position, but
True.
because they bring something that the rest of the team, they don't have, but that thing complement the team. It might
True.
be somebody who knows how to calm the team, somebody how to give a message to communicate,
Yep.
somebody who the coach shout and then he goes, no, what the coach actually meant is this. So you don't know.
And most importantly, someone who, when he says, guys, let's get up and go, is a leader in the
go.
change room.
They go. And the club football you have seen, I don't say names, but the club football you have seen, they will say a certain name of a player. Because of his behavior, the whole team goes, ooh la la.
Wow.
So
So it's like a
We-
Thiago Silva for Chelsea, for
Yeah.
example. Just
Yeah.
brings all that
you
experience.
look at his age, but he's still playing.
And also keep in mind, Crystal Palace, decent, respected side in the Premiership, this guy plays.
Oh,
he's
yeah.
not just
No, when
warming
he's
the bench
fit.
there at that
No,
level.
no, when he's fit, he
fit, he's
starts.
playing. He starts.
Andre
So that,
Ayew.
yeah, so that tells you something
My
about
friend,
him.
when he's fit, he was unfit in a few games that he did not
Yes.
play. But when he's fit,
He
he's number one.
starts. So that tells you if at that level, and let's face it, that's Premiership level, against some of the best in the world, they rate him.
It depends on who he play with. He was playing with Zaha. Did you see what that Crystal Palace was looking at the Patrick Vieira?
Yeah. They were playing great football. And what's up? There's this new English player with the dreadlocks.
Easy.
Oh.
He has
Olise?
Nigerian
Yeah.
Olise.
No. What's, I forget his name now. What did you say?
Olise.
name. There is Olise and there is Easy.
Easy. That's the one.
Oh,
Yeah.
easy.
Oh, when you had him and then you had Zaha and you had Toilet.
No.
You gotta respect. You gotta
Ladies
respect.
and gentlemen, the return of Junior.
The,
So ask the question.
Let's see what Junior
what
says
you
that
say
question.
about
My-
Andre.
Now that he's calmed down.
Prophet just
you're
called
back.
me.
What the prophet said.
I have some good news.
Yes.
Yes.
Ghana is going to draw.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Not window.
But please, guys,
Okay.
we don't want a 0-0. This is AFCON.
Yeah.
We don't want a 0-0.
So when you left, I thought it was something I said, but apparently it
I've
wasn't.
not seen Nigerians. I've not seen Nigerians apologetical.
You see. So we were talking about Andre Ayew
Yes.
before you left.
Yes.
And,
What?
and we were talking about what he
Guys,
brought.
are you seeing what I'm watching out?
Yes.
I give that to the Egyptians.
No, I know.
I think the
They're,
Egyptians did well in that
their
situation.
position is
Yeah.
Oh, the
They-
positioning is
and
good.
they rush you, man.
You don't see what they're doing, but they're doing
They're
it.
doing it. They're doing it. Like that
They are
that
doing that
situation
thing
there.
that is not
they
there.
make him look like he doesn't know what he's doing. The Ghanaian players. He
But
passes the
they are
ball.
doing
now
something.
your rush is all happening so quickly.
But
and
they're doing
it's just-
something.
they're doing-
Experience.
So we're talking about Andre Ayew.
Yes.
Would you have wanted to see him in this starting lineup?
Yes. And let me tell you why.
Thank you.
Andre Ayew has given his best to Ghana over the years.
Finally.
You can't take that away from him. He's giving his best to the Ghana national team. But right now, currently, Andrew is not a game changer.
Yes.
He is not that player that you can count on to come in within 10 minutes and make a change. He can't do that.
What do you have?
You'll be expecting too
Who do you
much.
have that could do that in his place?
Um,
Right now, at that level.
at that level, so there is a player called Osman.
Is he building towards that or is he there in your opinion?
He's there, but our coach doesn't want to use him. I don't know whether they're fighting over the same woman. I don't know what the issue is. Osman, like that guy is very talented. But
Are you watching how Egypt are controlling their energy?
Easy does it, man.
The ball.
experience,
North Africa, Chris.
experience.
But the best of North Africa for me here.
Oh, good play.
See, that physicality
That's
could be
good
so
play.
key.
Now,
That
That's
you
good
guys-
play.
But look
That's
at how he's
good
catching
play.
him. They are catching.
That's
That's a good play. They're gonna catch you. And when they get the ball, look at what they will do.
But
with
he
it.
Five at the back already,
released
yeah?
the ball at the
No,
right
he's not
time
going
also.
forward.
No, but that shot was
This
inadequate.
guy, with a
passing from Nalani
And
is going to hurt
passing
them.
here.
You know, it reminds me of. I'm not
That-
saying I'm not saying it's the same level, but it reminds me of how Pilo will sometimes drop right into the defense to
Take
pick
it.
up and start
There's
the.
one there.
Yeah. I'm saying it reminds me of him. I'm not saying same level before people start killing me and saying you're comparing him to
Please.
Pilo. No.
What?
Please don't do that.
Listen, do you miss Pate in this?
No, we
Afcon?
don't.
Okay, I like
We
it.
don't.
Why?
Because I feel like
Good turn. Good
if,
turn.
if he was
Good
to play,
turn.
It's not all
But
bad.
nobody's going. Did you see?
we are playing defensive. We are
He
playing
is
defensive
upset.
He
game.
turned. Everyone was still. He looked. He had 3 touches. No one moved. He had to go backwards.
You see what I'm saying?
He
You keep-
yeah.
I'm glad
To
you
the- oh,
agree
to
with
the
He
me.
made a hand.
He was the
And the ball
only
did
one.
not come.
He was the only one, Chris. No one else moved.
Yeah.
I'm glad you agree with me. We are playing a backward game.
I don't like a football match.
Patrice Motsepe.
He's watching the game.
No, he's not watching.
He's watching.
He's
the
watching the game.
No, he knows the results already. He's not watching.
Game. Okay. What the result?
So you were talking about not missing Thomas Partey.
Because-
At
our
his
good
passing.
positioning. But look at how many players are there.
So
You don't miss Thomas Partey.
we don't miss him because if he was to be in this team, he wouldn't really be able to play the game that he's known to play, and that will end up to him being devalued in his professional career. Do you understand?
Poor
So that's
control.
why
Poor
I
control.
wouldn't want Partey
Switch on.
to be in this game.
Switch on.
Because
You
if
don't
this
think
Come on.
you don't think he'll help raise the
Mesa, you
standard
are,
of the team?
Because-
Mesa, you are a general in that position. Switch on.
imagine Partey in this game, in a midfield, who is he going to pass the ball to?
This is going to be like
Semenyo,
the brother from
Kudus.
Mali.
Have you seen Kudus in the game so far?
For him to start.
Yeah.
Have you seen him in the game?
I mean, you know.
Oh, I see what you mean.
No, you are
Kudus,
correct.
yeah.
In the Mali, we had the same
No, but I'm
situation.
talking a fully fit party. You wouldn't want a fully fit party there.
No, what he's saying is, but according to Ghana,
Yeah.
Partey, they don't have players to play
Along with
Partey.
him. You see, Stephen Appiah.
And it would
Stephen
discredit
Appiah had
him
Michael Essien,
professionally.
he had Wakaso, he had Ajiman Badu. He had players to help him control the midfield. But now imagine a star player, now you are in the midfield, you get the ball, you look left, there's no one, right, no one, you have to pass the ball back.
And they win the ball away from you.
And the
because
ball away from you.
You did not pass the ball. And
Now,
didn't
next
bet.
thing, Arsenal is dropping your price just because you couldn't perform in the AFCON. You know,
That's a bit dramatic. That's a bit dramatic.
I know. So
But just looking at this game, and we go back. I just wanted to go back a little bit about Nigeria game. Nigeria, Cote d'Ivoire.
Yeah.
I think it just opened Group A.
Oh, yeah.
Group A suddenly become very open.
Suddenly Cote d'Ivoire's third.
And Cote d'Ivoire third,
Yeah.
but with 3 points, which
With
is
3 points.
massive
Yeah,
for
yeah.
in the group that you can get. In the tournament that you can get 3 teams going through. 3 points is massive. because
it is.
You
It
have a
is.
win.
It is.
But the question now becomes, is Equatorial Guinea, everybody talked about being the whipping boy. Or Guinea-Bissau would be that whipping boy.
definitely the results today gives Equatorial Guinea that boost.
No, but the
you know?
Guinea-Bissau knows that. Listen, if you get another 3 points here in Equatorial Guinea,
We're going.
yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
This group,
then all
anything
of
is
a
still
sudden-
happening.
Anything it's still open.
In that group, anything is
Even
still
the
happening.
host nation. could
Even the
be
host
out.
nation now,
Yeah.
they're not that sleepless night, tossing and turning. Tossing and turning.
Even the host
it's
nation.
rough right now. It's
And the
rough
last
right
game,
now.
everybody plays the same time.
Yeah, that's another thing.
Yeah, that's the most
Now,
interesting part. of
guys, I have to mention this. 30 minutes into this game,
Yes.
29 minutes, 30 seconds.
Yes.
And here's some interesting numbers for you guys to consider. Before, again, you think all hope is lost, right? Total shots for Egypt, 0. Shots on target, 0 for Egypt. Shots off target, 0 for Egypt. So defensively, dare I say, Ghana's on point. Shots blocked, 0 for Egypt. Chances created, 0 for Egypt. Dangerous attacks, 2 for Egypt. Now, let's look at the Ghanaian side. Shots, 1.
Okay.
right?
Okay.
Shots on target, 0.
0, okay.
Off target, 0. Shots blocked, 1. So that's, again, another advantage over Egypt. Big chances created, 0. Dangerous attacks, 8.
before-
Wait.
No,
Dangerous
just before you
attacks. Dangerous attacks for Egypt, 2. Dangerous attacks for Ghana, 8. As Ghana defended yet another set piece, they haven't been troubled in the air at all defensively. So I'm trying to say,
to us with this stats.
I'm
with
trying to
this
say,
stats in the
are
second
things not going? Yes, you're not playing them off the park, but you're also keeping things safe defensively, and maybe are a bit more adventurous than the Egyptians right now with 8 dangerous attacks.
So,
Okay.
everything you say, I will add in the stats. This is the poorest game so far in AFCON when we come to the number of goals expected, because both teams, they got 0.01,
Yeah.
and this is 0.02.
Yes.
It's telling you that they're puffing, they're blasting, they are going around, but they have nothing
For
to
no
show.
end
And that's why
results.
you have to be scared of North Africans. It's going to
Yes.
come from
Yeah,
nowhere.
They lull you into a false sense of security, and just when you think everything is okay, boom, you know what I mean? So
And there's a break.
And they just need 1 out of 1. Egypt.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
just need 1 out of 1.
But I mean, we saw in the previous game, Nigeria, Ivory Coast. Nigeria only had 1 shot on target, and it was a what?
won the game.
It was a goal.
We need 10
was
chances
a
to
goal
convert
winner.
1 to goal. We need 10 chances to be able to even convert 1 to goal. So it's a different ball game. When you look at both teams, it's really, really different.
Okay.
So far, it's very much a defender's
Pass.
game.
Thank you.
If you are just joining us here, half an hour gone by, no chances. Keepers haven't been bothered just yet.
Oh, the keepers might as well put up a beach chair and just relax.
They could go to the toilet and come back. and,
Yeah.
you know.
They haven't really been tested.
But is it fair to say, with 30 minutes gone by, for the Ghanaians, it's not as bad as maybe you feared? When you looked at the goalkeeper and we talked about the back 4,
Yeah.
you said all hope was lost.
Yeah.
Here we are now, 32
The
minutes
keyword,
in.
Ayake.
Defensively, because remember,
What's
when
the
you talk
keyword?
defense, you said all hope is lost.
Yes.
Defensively, the Egyptians haven't touched you. So is it an improved performance? Are you happier with what you've seen defensively?
Alfred, you see what they're saying there? 80% humidity.
I can't be too
The
comfortable.
temperature is a bit better.
I cannot be too comfortable.
No, but are you happy
Reason
with what
being-
you've seen so far?
I'm not like
We can't predict the future, but
you
what you've
cannot.
seen so far.
You cannot buy a car and just because the car has got good tires, so assume that the car is good.
No, we're talking,
You need to drive the car.
Let's stop tactics here.
Yes.
To his defense. The defense is looking good.
Oh,
It's
say
because
Andrea,
the
you.
midfielder, they are not allowing Egypt to find the striker.
yes.
So that I can come for his defense a little bit, because what I'm saying is now the midfield are protecting the
The team is
defense very
defending as a team.
well. No, the team is playing well.
Yeah.
Both of them. Okay, let's say this. I don't know if that is the Mali strategy.
No.
Gear 1, gear 2. Let's see what they're going to do.
No.
And then come to gear 4, 5.
Yeah?
Hit it and
It
I
is
don't
still
know.
warming into the game. They're still warming into the game. Mo Salah has not even had any
Because
ball.
you
know.
can't just, you see, what
No.
I have a problem is
The
everything
Egyptians-
everything Ghana does, which right now
Yes.
is level with the Egyptians. You look at negatively, but
Egyptians-
My friend,
everything
no,
Egypt
no.
does, which is the same as the Ghanaians
no,
right now
no,
in
no,
numbers.
Egyptians are known
You
to
praise
score starters.
or you excuse.
No, Egypt played 2 finals. I mean, they played a final, sorry, not 2 finals. They played the final in the last one.
Yes.
Ghana went home in the first round. So, anything Ghana...
Sorry, what year are we in?
No.
That was
What
2
year
years
are we
ago.
in?
2024.
What year are we talking about?
2021.
We're in the future now.
Yes.
So that doesn't matter.
No, Ghana must show up now. Because last time, the expectation we had of Ghana, we were disappointed. So let's put it low so they push it up.
I think.
And bear in mind,
I
Egypt
think
has a point.
At the end of today, you must give me your Ghanaian passport, put my photo in it. I'm fighting the Ghanaian cause more than you are here. So that I'm a dual citizen now.
To make it more juicy, we have elections this year, so please go vote for me as well.
You vote for me this side.
Give us that word again of no.
Ayeka.
Ayeka.
Yes.
I'm not saying Ayeka.
No, I'm not. I'm not.
I'm not saying Ayeka.
Very even game for me right now. They're both cancelling each other out.
Look, I still think Egypt is going to.
They're warming
I
I
into the
don't know
game.
who's going to
They're
win.
Edge
warming-
this one.
they're warming
but,
into the
but
game.
it's not going to. It's not as embarrassing as you thought the scoreline was.
Bongo, what did you say before the game in your prediction?
Ghana win or draw?
So far,
Ghana win or draw.
so far, it's a draw. And all the numbers suggest it. With 5, what is it? 10 to go in the second half? In the first half, I beg your pardon. There's no upper hand at all here.
No. Egypt could not find a 3 forward at all. I did not see Mo Salah disturbing anybody. Not because.
See the right back.
But
He just won a challenge.
It is the weakest link.
Guys, he won a challenge against the man. It just
No,
fell
but-
for
but-
the other guy.
But if there was an Egyptian player there, that would have just been a goal.
There was.
He passed into the 18. No,
You can't do anything right as a Ghanaian. Yeah?
no, but
can we accept that? Can we accept that Junior is not?
Junior, give me your passport, bro. Put my
we have
phone in
seen
there.
a better Ghana.
Huh?
We have seen a far better Ghana.
I think
And the most painful thing is that we have the players that can do the job. We have the men.
Okay.
where
But
they
due to political and economical affiliations in the Ghana team, they are not being given the chance to play. And that's what's hurting every Ghanaian.
are those players
can't
in
tell
the
us that-
local league or they're on the
They
bench?
are on
at
the
moment?
bench.
They're there.
They are there.
So they're part of the squad.
Yes, that is like the best player, Richmond Lamptey, from our league, is there on the bench, and he's a midfielder. And we are struggling.
Okay, and then whose place does he take?
No, but listen. The game is not yet finished. The tournament is not yet done.
Man,
But we need to win
You
this
have
game.
3 games. You don't know their strategy, my
Yeah.
friend. You are sitting
maybe,
at home.
Maybe your coach is saving them for.
Does it look like a coach that knows what he's doing?
Abid.
so far in this game, yes.
Yeah.
Defensively, it's looking much better. Egypt, we haven't seen Salah in a threatening position. We haven't seen your goalkeeper at all in the last
Look
10,
at the
15
possession.
minutes.
Ghana 41, Egypt 58.
Where are they having their touches?
They're going nowhere slowly.
No, they're playing in their own yard.
But possession doesn't win games.
A good
But
coach,
it leads to goals, though.
No. A good coach will
Yes.
tell you, leave them play there. That's what a good coach will tell you. Leave them play there. Don't allow them to play here. If they play there, they hold there.
Here's what's interesting. Set piece now around the final third on the left side of the Egyptian attack. I say this because in open play, these sides aren't hurting each other.
Yeah.
Right? So set pieces for me then become crucial.
Yeah.
Again, running at that defense, yeah, it's a foul. Obstruction, there's no question about it. Now, we'll see how good Egypt are offensively in set pieces, and we'll see how good Ghana is defensively in set pieces.
You know, I was telling him that possession doesn't matter because in the second half of Nigeria's
Please tell him.
Ivory Coast had 64%
School him.
of the ball possession.
School him.
Nigeria had 36%.
Let me also tell you, my brother. Ghana against Cape Verde, first half, gets the possession 70-30. So right now, possession means everything to us in a game that we can't even score. At least it gives us a bragging right. You can't go home and not score a goal, not own possession, not have shots on target. Come on. This is taxpayers' money.
You know, you think the scoreline is 4-0 in favor of Egypt
I'm
right now.
telling you.
You know?
And it's still 0-0.
I'm talking with people here. They're saying, "Do you guys have enough water in the studio for the gentleman in the far left?" That was a poor set piece we saw from Egypt. You have to lob the ball. I realize many balls here is going high, but why in set pieces like this, corner kicks and set pieces, the ball is not being looped?
Looped?
Yeah, higher.
Higher? Oh.
You have to beat the first man.
You have to.
Corner kick, they're not beating the first man. Set pieces, they're not beating the first man. You have to beat the first man.
But
Make
the
goalkeeper make
Egyptians
an
are not
effort.
really that tall, though.
Or make the defense work to get it clear.
And let me tell you,
not-
a typical West African game plan, we build from the back. We don't kick the ball in and then players fight over the ball. We don't. If you check Ivory Coast, if you check even Burkina Faso, if you check Mali, if you check Senegal, we always build from the back. That's been our game plan historically.
And it's a very, very dangerous game plan.
You see,
Especially
and
when
we
you're playing
we
against
can't do that. We
mobile
can't
team.
build the game from the back in this game. So we are not playing our game.
They won't allow you, the Egyptians.
It's not
Very
even,
sharp.
we are not even trying to play for them to interrupt. We are not even trying to play.
Really?
We are not. Defenders are playing amongst defenders and midfielders are playing among midfields.
But Mo Salah,
It might as well be a five-a-side.
Mo Salah is so quiet.
But then how do you have 8 dangerous attacks opposed to 2?
I don't know what they were seeing. I don't know what those statisticians were seeing, but I've not seen 8.
I said earlier, even before we read the stats,
Yeah.
that we've seen more of Ghana around, only now we're seeing Egypt around your final third.
Yes.
We had seen in the earliest parts of this first half, more of Ghana
Look at Ghana,
pushing towards
look
that
at
side.
Egypt, back 4 versus 1 going forward. What do you think is going to happen there? Nothing. They'll take the ball back. So you can't go forward.
We are not able to build our game. We are not playing our
Because you have
game.
no players forward. You have players in the back. You are making sure that you are not conceding.
Hence
Both
going,
sides
to
are
my,
doing that.
hence going to my point of the coach being a defensive coach.
If you go forward, they're going to get you hurt.
Yes, but at least you are also hurting them.
You're assuming when you go forward, you're going to hurt them.
Yes, if you have the right men, yes, we will. So that it will be a matter of who hurts who the most.
Wow.
So you say
History-
if you score 4, we'll score 5.
Barcelona, typical Barcelona game.
No, history tells us that Ghana scores less than the opponent.
Yeah, for a team that has won 1 game out of 10 AFCONs.
That's what I'm saying. You score less than the,
So you have to respect that.
you have to respect that.
And say, look, we are the underdog here. We aren't the big dog in this match. We will approach it as such with the necessary respect for our opponent.
So in this game, what do you think? You don't think Ghana is underdog?
I feel like we don't know what we are doing.
No. That's
You,
the
you
question.
don't, you're
Yeah,
avoiding
You
the
don't-
question.
You don't think you're underdog in this game?
We are the underdog, but we are not playing like the underdog.
No. You're playing like underdog. You're defending.
Let me tell you how underdog play.
Please tell me.
They
The attack.
play fiercely.
Underdog.
Yes.
Where?
Look at Mozambique against
Now I
Egypt.
understand when.
Did you see Mozambique play against
When
Egypt?
did you win the AFCON last time?
When did in the 80s, 84, 86.
Yeah, because you don't
That's why.
respect your position. You don't
That's why.
respect your position being underdog.
Let's not go far. Let's not go
Yes.
back to 1984.
Yes.
Let's go back 4 hours today. Nigeria against Cote d'Ivoire.
Yes.
Nigeria, first priority was to make sure Cote d'Ivoire don't score
Yes.
and then play on from there. That was the tactic of the day. They won, they scored first, and that tactic worked out. Can't we argue? Ghana, their tactic of the day is to make sure Egypt don't score. Whatever you do, don't give Salah a chance at goal. Don't leave him one-on-one with the defender.
Ooh,
In the hope that
Chris.
you get a chance and score.
This is
Now,
dangerous.
here are the Egyptians, here are the
This is
Egyptians, here are the Egyptians.
Oh, this is the player that you don't believe he should be a goalkeeper.
Yes.
Okay.
So back to the point I'm making. So,
So-
if that strategy worked for Nigeria, this is mighty Nigeria with the best player on the continent. Don't you believe a weaker
Say it
Ghana
louder,
side,
Say it louder.
a weaker Ghana side, right? By adopting a similar strategy, are showing respect firstly for who they're up against and saying, look, if we open it up, we're running the risk of conceding 1, 2, or 3 goals here before we've had one. So let's keep it tight and hope to get one first. Does that strategy not?
Look at the midfield.
Rightly so.
Look at
Okay.
the midfield how they are protecting the back 4. I like this midfield here.
Yeah.
Very, very, very,
The
very.
Egyptian midfield.
Very
No.
compact.
The Ghanaian.
The Ghanaian.
Yes. But Junior,
So-
you hear my point?
Good move, good move,
that was
good
a
move.
very, very
Pass the
well-spoken-
ball quick. Why do you want to beat 3 players before you pass the ball? Now you found yourself
Counter-attack.
small. No, 2
Counter-attack.
against 2. It's
Coun-
1-0. If you get it, he did well. He did well. You need
Didn't
to get
touch
one
him.
for the
Give
team.
me a yellow card, ref. He's a bit troublesome.
That was very, very
And
well
for 2
spoken.
against 2.
That was very,
Oh,
very
they
well
did not
spoken.
give.
Okay. No, because he just followed
Didn't
his own.
touch him. That's
That
why I'm
was
saying
it.
give him a yellow card for diving.
Okay, that's good. It was a good defense, huh?
Clever.
2
No,
against
Juku is a great guy. He's a great defender.
No, you say it so. So that would be. Go in this position. Pass the ball quick. Who
Keep
is
it.
stepping in the middle?
They're in there.
Well, that
Cross.
It.
There's no one there.
Moment is gone.
There's no
The
one there.
Moment is gone.
He's dead.
Because we don't have the boys that can do.
Okay.
So what I was saying.
My friend, you know Abedi Pele was the shortest guy when he scored that. Header.
Okay. Cross.
4 in the box, huh? There you go.
Yeah. He won the ball.
Better. Now you've got the pin back.
1 minute to go. You
Far
have two
post.
players there.
Oh.
Better.
Keep going. Keep them here.
Yeah.
Keep them pinned here. But we're talking about Egypt.
So back to what you were saying about Nigeria. Okay.
And respecting the strategy, knowing you're the weaker side.
That's very well spoken. But then Nigeria's strategy was based on what they know their players to be capable of. They know the kind of players they have. They know they have Osimhen, who one-on-one, he'll be clinical.
He wasn't.
He wasn't. But they know on a normal
Mostly
day.
on a one-on-one.
Yeah.
It's looking like Salah's
On a normal day.
Ooh.
Hamstring.
looking like.
It looked like a hamstring. I thought hamstring as well.
Yeah, I saw him.
4
drop
minutes
the
added on to the end
armband.
of the first half.
Oh, he's put
He
it
touched the
back
back of his thigh.
on. Yeah.
I'm bent off, huh?
Oh.
Problems.
Okay.
Yeah.
Problems.
He's going back to
Big news now.
Liverpool.
Shake of the head again. He took off the armband. 45, right on the 45th minute. Mo Salah takes off the armband. Hamstring, I think it is. He's walking off, yeah? Body language says he's done.
Hamstring is the worst. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
And if you're in the field, you can actually hear it. With
Snap.
those-
Oh wow.
No, it's amazing. It's amazing injury. That's the only injury I got in my football career. It is the worst.
Oh snap. Okay.
It's passed on the captain's armband
So
as
that's
Mo
an
Salah.
indication.
That'll be the first change for the Egyptians.
Forced change.
First change. Hegazi is now wearing the captain's armband.
So now we have a problem as a Ghanaian.
No, we have a positive as the Ghanaian.
No.
Firstly, first positive.
No, no.
Just hear me out here.
I felt
First positive.
Yes, yeah.
First positive. 45 minutes. Mo Salah was on the field.
Yes.
Caused no problems.
Yes.
Positive.
Because it's supposed
Yep.
to do it in the second half.
Chris.
Mali.
We don't know. You predict in the future. We don't know.
Mali.
They're not Mali,
Mali.
and they're not South Africa.
Mali showed us something which was incredible. But let me tell the positive, the negative about Mo Salah being injured.
Negative for who? Egypt or Ghana?
Negative for Ghana.
Okay,
You did not plan this.
but he's not there. That's a positive.
Now you don't know.
We don't know who. That's the most powerful statement. You
You
don't know
no,
who.
guys. You
You
know
don't
what
know
you
how
guys are
they-
doing.
You
So
don't
You know
know.
what you guys are doing.
You don't know how they will play now.
That's like saying, I'm playing against Prime Messi, right? And when Prime Messi gets injured and he leaves the field, and I should be happy. We don't know who's coming. No,
No.
Messi's out. That's all that matters. You know what I mean?
so.
There we go.
1-0.
There we go.
Oh! Hey!
Kudus.
Yeah!
Kudus.
I told you! I told you about Mohamed Kudus!
Ghana.
Kudus. His first shot
Ghana.
on target. His first shot.
I told you
His
about
first shot.
Kudus! I told you about Kudus!
Ghana.
What did I tell you about
A win
Kudus?
or a draw.
Oh, yeah, you just say we're not draw.
No.
And guess what?
Prophet of Doom.
What is the word?
Ayeka.
Ayeka.
Mo Salah leaves, immediately you score.
Wrong time.
Immediately you score.
Now you have a positive for Ghana.
Man, that was a positive when he left. I told you. Now look, there we go.
Look at the Ivorians, very happy.
There we go.
But you asked me about the positives for Ghana. What
Yeah.
did I say? I said Kudus is a walking positive.
Fighting.
What a goal, man.
What a pass.
What a
Look at the
goal.
pass.
He created it and he scored
Oh,
on his
that's
own.
one of the goals of the tournament.
Look at here.
He created it and he scored
One
on
touch,
his own.
two. Boom.
Boom!
4 defenders around him.
Bottom
4 defenders
corner.
around him.
That goal,
Bottom
a
corner.
goalkeeper, you can't save it.
No.
It starts from the outside, coming
Curling
inside
in.
beautifully
Oh
in.
my
And
goodness.
that is the first lead that Ghana has
But
had.
guys, don't get too excited.
Wow.
Against-
We can't
against-
even enjoy this moment.
No. Let me just calm it down.
United
I
supporters.
brother.
Are you Canadian
No,
or
no,
Nigerian?
but on the bright side,
wait.
this is the first time we scored in the first half in the past 11 games.
Are you really?
I'm a very
This
patriotic
man is from
Ghanaian.
Where Ghana are
Lagos.
you from? I
I
don't
am
know
from
now.
Lagos.
You are from Lagos.
Do you know Kumasi, Tamale?
Are you from Tamale? Or where are you from?
He doesn't know Tamale, this man. He's never heard of Tamale before. This man has never been to Ghana before.
On the bright side, this is the first time we are scoring in the first half in our last 10 games.
Oh,
Good
goodness.
start.
On the bright
good
side,
start.
on the bright side,
That's a very good start. I really like that. So is this time now we can eat grass cutter?
too soon,
Too soon.
Grass cutter and fufu.
too soon.
So
Oh,
the big
wrong
news.
time.
Mo Salah leaves 45 minutes. 45 on the 45th minute. Ghana respond immediately, scoring a goal. Again, Egypt haven't bothered Ghana offensively. So Ghana defensively have been on the money for a good
Offensively,
45 minutes against Ghana. I've been stressing this now for a minute.
I got this question. I don't want to answer it. I want you to answer it.
Okay.
Mr. Chris, what do you think the coach should say to the Ghanaian players in the change room now?
Say that your future in the Ghana team.
You're threatening them.
No, it's the truth. Because
Your future.
Your future.
no, and this is based on
They've done well in this half. They've defended so well. You know what? Let's just run this up.
Yes.
What a half of football.
Yes.
Right?
What a
For
goal.
those just joining us, the first half has just ended. Egypt, no. Ghana, 1. We had read the stats around the 30th minute.
Yes.
Egypt had no chance at goal. They had no shot at goal. They had no attacks at goal. They didn't bother Ghana at all. Ghana had more moments going forward, 8 promising attacks, nothing major, no clear-cut chances, but Ghana had moments. And defensively, Ghana was solid. Maybe the big worry for Ghana coming into this game, as you said before the game, was defensively.
Yes.
Now let's break it down then. Let's go back to that first half. Chris, start with you. Start with that defense for Ghana, which was such a worry after that first loss.
So it starts with the number of corner kicks that Egypt got. In attacking the Egyptian team, they got 1 corner kick. So that tells you that Ghanaian defense were solid. But we have to break it down by analyzing what made Ghana defense solid. This is very important because people say the defender they were good. No, it was not the defender. You had Ashimeru
Yes.
in the midfield
Yes.
with Same. Both of those players, instead of going forward, they were basically making a 6-line defense. So they protected the back line very, very well. That became very difficult for a player like Mo Salah to go and isolate Mensah alone. And because they were not doing that, Mensah started moving forward. So defensively, Ghana, they were not adventurous. We have to be honest. They lost more ball. They are more turnover from Ghana than Egypt, because for me, I think it was just unprofessional the way they were playing. So that was number 1. Number 2, the number of block. Ghana got 1 block, which means it was dangerous attack, and then the defense blocked it. So that block comes from where it does not lie, the right
side.
So I don't know if they watched Ghana play, they knew the right hand side might be weak. Most of the attack was coming there. That's why I'm saying it's dangerous to not have Mo Salah, because they knew everybody would be looking at Mo Salah. They start bombarding the
It was
right hand
Mamouche
side.
who was making all the runs on
Mamouche
the far
started
side.
making all the
Yes.
right. So that makes a difference. Another point here, when you look at the game, this is the weakest game so far in AFCON when it comes to dangerous attack inside the box. Both teams, they've got less than 1x goal expected in going forward. So that for me is a little bit the negative of this game.
Chris highlighted that the Ghanaians had 2 protecting the back 4, and that helped the defensive unit as a whole to a point where the keeper was properly protected. Throughout that first 45 minutes, that keeper was properly protected. Now, when you look at the other side, we even highlighted this during the game ourselves. Alani's playing so far deep, he's almost making it 5 at the back as well. So you got, going back to Chris's point, that there's so few chances created, and in that regard, one of the lowest games in the tournament because of that. But you've got 2 sides here that clearly have defense as a priority, not just Ghana, but Egypt as well, considering they didn't pick up 3 points in their first game. Is it fair to say so?
Yes, I saw like a 5-3-2 being played there in Egypt. I saw Mohamed Salah dropping back into the defense, helping the defense out and then spraying those passes. Losing Mohamed Salah and bringing on Fati, for me, disrupted their rhythm and their concentration a little bit.
Because the goal comes right after that, yeah?
Yes.
That's a good point.
I think earlier in the half, you would have seen the Egyptians actually shut down Kudus, close the door, at least not give him a chance to make that space and take the shot. But that's the influence of Salah in that team.
They switched off 1 second.
Yeah, they switched off
over.
1 second. Kudus took that opportunity. They
Kudus
brought
threw
in Fati. Fati is still trying to find his feet in the game, But they switched off for a moment and they got punished.
From a coaching point of view, my friend,
Yes.
we had just discussed this before you scored.
Yes.
Defend first.
Yes.
Make sure Egypt have no look at goal.
Yes.
Success. Tick. And hope to
No,
score the
ask him
first.
if it-
I'm
and
not
hope,
which one they
and-
tick
and-
part.
Ask him
That's
about
it.
Ayeka.
They
not
didn't
sure
have.
on
In the
the
first
tick
half, it's worked.
Ayeka.
Let's look back. Let's not forecast.
but-
Let's look back at what's worked. We're looking back at the first half. We are looking back. Listen to me.
Can-
Let me ask you the
okay,
question.
okay.
Just looking back at the first 45 minutes, from the first to the 45th. Looking only back there.
Yes.
Not what might happen, but back there. Tick, in that they wanted to ensure the Egyptians didn't get a clear look at goal. They succeeded. And then, so defense was a priority, we could tell. But we're hoping to be the first to score. They succeeded. So tactically, in the first half, did the coach not get it right?
Let's hear.
Today, since Nigeria is the country of the day,
No.
I'm going to borrow a proverb from Nigeria. So they say
Say
that.
it in Igbo.
Okay, now you're pushing it. So they say, so the dead lion is able to say his side of the story. The hunter will always look like the hero.
Okay.
So the dead lion is able to say his side of the story. The hunter will always look like.
We
Who
get
knew? Maybe the lion was sleeping, and the hunter just shot it, and he
Yes,
killed the
that's
lion.
fine. So what you
Okay,
The first
so-
45 minutes.
so
we don't
my-
know what's going to happen.
So my point is, you need to understand Egypt's game plan in this game. And I think I've deciphered that, okay? Egypt had a purpose for this first half. They brought Mo Salah in to play on the left side of the Ghana defense, to draw the Ghana defense to that side. And they know that there's a loophole already on the right side. If you look at the game,
Which wasn't exposed.
it was exposed to some
How?
extent.
It wasn't.
To some,
No penetration.
Just that there was no penetration, but they didn't capitalize on it. If you check the Egyptian
Because they were
possession,
double teaming them.
most of the Egyptian possession has always been on the right hand side.
Injured anyway.
Do you
Yes.
understand?
But you say
So now,
Majet Ashimero
Ashimero,
was
yes.
always there protecting. That's how you